Namaskaram everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how detachments from all attachments leads to the realization of the self or to attain enlightenment or to liberate from all sufferings. In my last video, I talked about how to switch on from psychological life to existential life simply by turning off all the memories and fears out of our psychological living. And we also talked about our psychological living is just simply out of our limited identity or our attachments. So, in order to detach from all the attachments, we need to do our duties and responsibilities so we could stay free from our attachments. This is the fundamental criteria which needs to be met. So you could be released from your attachments. Suppose if you have a job and if you do not fulfill your duties and responsibilities, you suffer out of that. And if you are a father or mother and if you don't do your duties and responsibilities, you suffer. Same with any relationship. Suppose if you belong to any religious background and if you do not know what it means to be a Hindu or a Islam or a Buddhist or Christian, we suffer. So if you're identified with any identities, we simply need to know the duties and the responsibilities for the things we are identified with. Then there is a possibility for you to live your life with ease. When you live your life with ease, there is a possibility to turn inwards. All this time you are living it out. Now you are turning inward, for a higher possibility to experience the self. Everyone knows whatever they identified is what they have accumulated over the period of time. So when you turn inward, you're starting to focus on what is holding all your identities. So what is most important for you to be an engineer, or for you to be a doctor, for you to be a husband, for you to be a Hindu, Islam, or Sri Lankan, Indian, Pakistani, whatever, Australian? It is the breath that needs to run for you to carry on that identity. So when you turn inward, you are just dropping off all the identity and paying attention to your breath, which is which keeps you going every moment of your life. So to live every moment of your life, you just need to drop the identities and start to focus on the breath which is happening naturally within. So when you start to pay attention to the breath, sometimes you just carried away with the psychological dramas, but you just got to tell your mind the most important thing in your life that is happening right now is that you are breathing, and that is why you are alive, and that is why all the psychological dramas are going on. So what is most important is your own breath. So once your mind knows that, it will start to just neglect or ignore the psychological dramas that's going on and pay attention to the breath, and your mind just travels with the breath within. This is the way to turn inward. Sometimes when we have a lot of money, we do not know the value of the money. Likewise, when we have unlimited number of breath that's going on, we never value the breath. So when you start to when you start to focus on the breath, just think or assume it is the last day of your life. So you start to pay attention to your breath, and all your psychological drama stops, or you can go another step and say, okay, you just got only 15 to 20 breaths in your life, so how will you live your life? So that is how you intensify your meditation. That is how I just accelerated my meditation from psychological living to existential living within just 8 months. And I realized myself within 8 months by, by doing committed meditation. I was really committed. I just killed all my egos. you know i just I just said, okay, this is your last day. And sometimes I just went to the extent, this is my last breath. So then my ego 100% killed. I just killed my ego 100% at that last breath. And it just turned inward. The rest is all, the rest is all once the breath stops. As I said in all my videos, once the external breathing stops, it travels within, you know and the breath travels to the source within, and you realize yourself within. So this is sort of like a detailed video, and I will hopefully come up with more interesting videos next time. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.